All gas. Look. Count up the bars like a barcode scanner. Every line ring off, whole block got manners. Pen so cold, made the mic wear a jacket. Turn a blank page to a crime scene graphic. Rapping my sleep, wake up, add more damage. Words doing pull-ups, heavy set, full stamina. Whole squad silent while the beat gets carved. Only one word for it, bars. It's all about bars, bars, bars. It's all about bars.
Difficulty stuff, but I'm here. What's up, brother? It's good to see you.
Oh, love, brother, man. Thank you for being on the show, man. I appreciate you, brother, so much.
Absolutely, man.
Welcome to All About Bars, man. All about bars, man. Yo, this is another episode. We got the incredible, legendary lyricist, To Be So Young, the one and only Mickey Factz, Grammy Award winning, freshman class of 2009, Double XL.
Yep.
Worked with the likes of Kanye and Drake and many others. Ghostwriter.
Yeah.
And battle rapper extraordinaire. Yo, thank you, brother. I am a fan.
Thank you, brother. That means the world to me. I appreciate that for sure, for sure. Thank you so much, man.
And I appreciate you. Go ahead.
How are you doing today, brother? How are you doing?
I'm doing blessed. I'm being blessed, brother. I expressed to you, the things that happened last week, man, and I appreciate the sentiments and everything, man. Yeah, man. It's rough on one of your day ones,
Right.
You ain't never ready for that, but
Never.
It's a brand new day, man. So let's get into it. This show, we spotlight and celebrate lyricists and MCs of all kinds. It's not limited to rap. It could be poetry, anybody that writes at a high level. You know what I mean? And you are definitely one of those guys, man. And we want to talk about the creative process, the thought process that goes into it when you're creating these bars. And you are a very intricate MC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
So let's start from the beginning. Where did your love, not for rap, but the love of hip hop, where did that start and lead you to rap?
So my earliest memories of hip hop / rap is the OG Big Daddy Kane. I was about 8 years old.
Okay.
And, I was at my aunt's house, and she had a record player. You know what I'm saying? And, that's how they listen to music.
Yeah, old school record player, man. Come on, talk about it.
So my cousin had a Ain't No Half Steppin' vinyl. So now this is me as a kid. You got to remember, I'm a kid.
Right.
So I played Ain't No Half Steppin', but I played it so I could hear Kane as a chipmunk.
Oh, you sped it up.
Yeah.
Wow, you 45'd it.
Yeah, I wanted to hear.
Oh,
so
sweet.
So my cousin was like, no. That's not how you listen to this. You listen to it like this.
Right.
I sat back and I heard Kane. So that was my first memory of at least, conscious wise of hip hop. And then either it was later that day or the next day, the video came on.
Oh, yeah.
And that completely took me out the game. Like it took.
Kane was different.
Took me out the game. And, that was my 1989, maybe 1990. That took me out of the game because like Flat Top.
Yeah.
Dancing. Jewelry.
Yeah.
The girls.
He encompassed all things hip hop.
Yeah.
He encompassed that. Dancing, Flat Top, the fashion, the wordplay. He encompassed it all, man. Kane was different, man. And he made it look cool, man. He made it look cool, bro. Because, when people think of dancing, they automatically think of maybe some Puff or Hammer.
Yeah.
Kane, for some reason, never got clowned for his dancing. You know what I mean?
I think at the time, hip hop was still young. So the dancing was like an offshoot of break dancing.
Absolutely.
So it was a
Scoop
little,
and scrap.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the moves that he was doing was still accepted,
Yeah.
you know, at the time in the New York area. It's interesting because like one of my favorite scenes in New Jack City is when they partying and then the two brothers with the flat top was dancing. It was just
Oh yeah. That's facts.
so
Yeah.
like, you know, and Kane did that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for me, that's my first recollection of hip hop. And then obviously as a kid, you know, it just spiraled, right? You got crisscross, so I'm trying to dress
Oh, yeah.
backwards, nice and smooth.
Oh yeah, you came. So you were coming in to the knowledge of hip hop right when hip hop was starting to get that mainstream look.
Yeah.
Before, yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was a beautiful time, bro.
Yeah, I'm late 80s, early 90s. So
That's a beautiful time. That's a beautiful time.
So like, yeah, so you got to think like my cousins lived through the crack era. They lived through Rakim, KRS, and Kane and Slick Rick. Like I had to research them. So I came on
right.
Kid and Play, Crisscross,
Nice
and Smooth, Try. And
Yeah.
then I had to backtrack. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I did my history, and I think that's important to do your history.
Oh, that's evident in your work, bro. That's evident. You definitely aren't one that just you really study. I can tell. You know what I mean? Lyrically, you are something different. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So was Kane the one that made you want to pick up the pen?
No.
Was he that inspiration? Because you know, usually rappers have that one guy that throws off the switch and be like, you know what, I want to do what he's doing. Was Kane that guy? Or was it a combination of a bunch of cats?
So it's like a combination. Again, you know, this is like 30, 35 some odd years ago. So for me, my first recollection of writing anything down was Bone Thugs and Harmony. I wanted to recite what they were saying. I wanted to be the only one in school to recite what they were saying. So
right.
I would stop, play rewind, and I would write it down. So then, you know, at the time, First of the Month was a big record. So I would be the only one in school who knew the words. You know what I'm saying? So people would be like, yo, let me hear that First of the Month. Let me hear Cross.
Oh, yeah.
And I would rap it. And then I did that with their whole album. So then I started to just rhyme like their whole album. So then afterwards, like, and who got me to pick up the pen, it kind of just started happening because I was doing parody. After a while, I started doing parody music. So I started to switch out Jay-Z lyrics and
gotcha.
rewrite those. So like, but it was a combination of rappers at the time because, you know, again, I think I wrote my first rhyme in like 1996. So at the time, I'm listening to Busta, I'm listening to Biggie, of course. I'm listening to Tupac. I'm listening to Method Man. I'm a big Method Man fan at this point. I didn't really Old Dirty Bastard. I was a huge Old Dirty Bastard.
R.I.P. O.D.
Huge ODB fan. So like I didn't really kind of get into like the writing until like 97, like writing my own stuff. And I was a fan of Cannabis at the time. So like,
gotcha.
I was trying to kind of be on that lane, you know what I mean? So then
right, I got you.
I started writing my own stuff. And then Big L, like I was a big fan of Big L. I was a fan of him when he was alive.
Facts.
Big fan of Ace.
One of the greats, man. One of the greats. I mean, definitely, man. Ebonics is still one of the illest rhymes to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, big fan of Mace too. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. So yo, around 2009.
Yep.
You started the double XL freshman class. Come on. What led up to that? How did you start to build your boys? Obviously, you're from the 80s generation and moving into the 90s. Did you utilize social media and things of that nature to kind of help you get that energy going?
Yeah, so like around 2000. So I've been on social media since the year 2001, 2002.
Okay.
Like I've been using social media since then. And even like 99, my father, he had a computer in the house. So like I discovered like AOL. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I discovered
Gotcha.
AOL. So I would be in chat rooms like 99, 2000. But I didn't really start using social media to my benefit until Black Planet and MySpace.
Okay.
When I got on MySpace, that's when I was really kind of starting to bubble. And then I started putting a song out every week. So once I started putting a song out every week, people were like, yo, how is he putting out so much music and gaining so much attention?
Mm-hmm.
And that was how I did it. I kind of built my buzz off of that, putting out a song out every week, rhyming over beats that nobody really was trying to rhyme over as well. And a lot of that, being able to rhyme over different stuff, I gotta attribute that to Bone, right? Like Bone helped me to kind of, rhyme in different cadences and pockets. And then obviously, I think Ye, shout out to Kanye at the time, he was different. You know what I'm saying? So Ye was kind of doing the different soundscapes. And I was like, well, I could probably try stuff like this as well. And then it just worked out for me in that space. So people started to notice that, yo, he's not rhyming over traditional boom bap beats. He's rhyming over stuff that nobody wants to, and it's actually fly. So that's how it happened.
Facts, no doubt. That's facts. So so of course, when you get the freshman class joint, I'm sure your phone's ringing off the hook now.
Oh yeah.
Labels, all type of people.
Yep.
Was there any pressure? Because I know how that goes, man. Was there any pressure did you feel from the industry or yourself to kind of switch anything or fit into what was going on at the time to take your career to another level, or did you did you bypass all that?
Yeah, I kind of bypassed a lot of that. And that's probably why it took me so long to do a deal. In 2008, I was I was a fashion guy, so I was putting on slimmer fitting denim. You know what I'm saying? So I was putting on clothes that actually fit me while everybody else was baggy. And because it wasn't baggy, like I didn't wear like tight skinny jeans. I just wore jeans that fit me. You know what I'm saying? But they considered that at the time, they considered that skinny jeans. So like I was already dressing different. I had the Superfly kicks on. I was always wearing the super new stuff because my stylist was Chris Brown's stylist.
Okay.
So he was getting me clothes that wasn't out yet. So like every time
dope.
I had something new, and I only wore it one time because I had to give it back to the stylist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's interesting about that was I never could conform from a fashion standpoint or like an image standpoint. And then obviously when it came to the music, I was rapping over all different types of sounds. So
you already right.
So like they was like, either you're gonna conform or you're gonna get with us. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna get with y'all. So I kept building my buzz. And then once I did the Honda commercial, they had to kind of come and see me because they was like, yo, how is he doing all of this without no label? That was the conversation. They was like, how are you doing this? And I'm like, yo, man, like,
it's a new day, brother. It's a new day. So tell us about how did the Honda commercial come out? They approached you?
So the Honda commercial was, Honda had put out a call to like a lot of people in the industry that they were looking for a spokesman for their car. And I was like, my man Rich Nice, he was like, yo, you should try out for it. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went and tried out for it. Busta, Q-Tip, Asher Roth, Wale, they all tried out for it. And I went there and I was just being myself. I think I was the only one, because I never wore jewelry. If you look in my whole career, I never had jewelry on.
Right.
Not that I didn't want jewelry. It just never really kind of made sense to me. So like I never had it. So they saw that. They were like, yo, he's fly, but he don't look gaudy. Like
he's not over. Yeah.
I could see
Right.
him driving a Honda. So like they were like, we're gonna make you the spokesman. And
That's dope.
it's like, oh wow. So yeah, so that was my first time going to LA and kind of being in
That's dope.
it was a big deal at the time. So, you know, it was just I had to do a casting and I did the casting and knocked it out the park.
Well, yo, man, everything you telling me from the industry to that, you seem like a dude to me that walks to the beat of his own drum. You're not trying to do anything. You just being yourself, and it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and that's probably why they were so like, yo, how's he doing this?
Yeah.
You know, he's not, you know what I mean? He doesn't need the cosigns, he doesn't need the extras, and he's just walking in and being himself. And to me, that's the testament of what hip hop has always been about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The individualism. And this is why I try to express to these young kids, stop trying to be or sound, just do you, man. And your audience gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, man, salute to you, brother. I know that had to be crazy, man. I know that check had to be crazy too.
Oh man, like it was I mean at the time, like again, all of 2008, I just was basically my intern year. You know, I was grinding at it that whole year. So this was like my first music check. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope.
And it was like 10,000. It was a $10,000 check. But
over time,
the residuals.
Yeah, see, that's the part.
It was the mailbox money. So like
yes,
I had
sir.
made about 200,000 off of the mailbox.
See,
because I'm in the commercial and my music was in the commercial.
That's
so like,
it.
So I was able to kind of.
That's different money.
Like,
that's
different. I was going to the mailbox.
That's different money right there.
You know.
So yo, you started a school for correct me if I'm wrong, MCing or lyricist or
for lyricism. Yep.
Lyricism. Pendulum Inc.
Yep.
Dope name. I love the pen in it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Break that down for us, like exactly, because when there's a guy out here in Virginia by the name of Radio B who teaches, huh?
That's my
you know Radio.
Yep.
That's my dude, right? And he teaches a class on lyricism too. And I always tell him, I said, bro, you're telling me things as an MC. You're giving me titles of things and techniques that I didn't even know had a title. You know what I'm saying? As an MC, sometimes you just doing and writing.
Absolutely.
And you're doing these cadences and these these tricks and techniques, and you don't even know they have a title. You just doing them. I'm like, so it's educating, me as well on certain things of that nature. So break that down, and what made you want to do that, first of all? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I saw DMX, Black Rob, and Shock G pass away, rest in peace. And these guys had big records and their affairs weren't in order. And sadly, some of them, according to the people, they died without anything. They didn't leave anything behind. And I said, well, these guys had legacies, and I don't have half of what they have done from a success standpoint of capital. So,
right.
I was about, at the time, I was like 40 years old, maybe 39. And I was like, man, I gotta figure something out. I gotta figure something out. This is 2022. This is 3 years ago. I was 40 years old. I was like, man, maybe I should start teaching. Maybe I should start teaching hip hop. And I went everywhere. I asked everybody, like, can I teach? Can I be a professor? I tried to get jobs everywhere. And I couldn't get a job because I didn't have a master's degree out of college. So then, I couldn't, you got to have a degree to teach in schools. So
right.
I went to master class and I was like, yo, man, I really want to teach. And they was like, don't call us, we'll call you. And that was really the last straw. So I said, all right.
Right.
Well, it goes back to what you said about me earlier, like, yo, you got to do what you got to do on some hip hop shit. And I was like, I'm going to start my own school. And
there you go.
And I'm gonna be validated by my peers, and I'm gonna hire people that are in the field that know what they're talking about, and I'm gonna also add my expertise, and I'm gonna start a school. And I had some pushback from some of the people that was working with me. They was like, "You can't call yourself a professor." I was like, "Why not?"
Why you can't? Exactly.
I was like,
Exactly.
I'm qualified. I was like, you know what? Matter of
Exactly.
fact, I don't want to call myself a professor. And they was like, oh, thank God. But I'm gonna call myself the dean.
There you go. Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm a
That's right.
dean.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
So
Yes, sir.
I began to put this thing together and deconstruct lyricism and add terms to different things and copyright and trademark them to the point now,
Sweet.
same places that I was going to get hired, they started reaching out and saying, yo,
Ain't that something?
teach. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm your competition now because I could take everybody from you because I got all the celebrities and I'm an actual practitioner. So you ain't gonna get it ain't gonna be better than me.
Exactly.
So, now it is what it is. You know what I mean?
But see that bruh, and like I just said before, you succeed at just being you. And it goes back to the same premise of what hip hop has always been about, man. That's why I rock with you, brother. You ain't trying to be nothing that you ain't. And if you see a something that you want to achieve, you do it on your own terms.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't have to, yo, man. Salute to you, brother. Keep that work. Keep that work up.
Thank you, bro.
Now,
Appreciate that.
like I said, we salute and celebrate MCs. We don't want to get into the beef and the drama and all that.
Right.
However,
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
when it comes to rap battles, now this is different. I ain't talking about street beef or cats getting shot at and beat up, but rap battles where it's kept professionally, I love that. And you have been known to be in a couple scuffles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, not recently, but in the last, what was it, about 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, 3-4 years.
Something like that with Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rafe was, I mean, bro, I listened to that joint like 5 times, bro. I caught the train late because I didn't know that something was going on. Right, so by the time I got to it, Rafe was on the table.
Right.
So that's where I started. And I was like, and by the time I went back to Royce joint, I was like, oh no, this is, man, what led up to it? And then we're gonna get into the actual record. Cause I don't recall there being a reply to Rafe, was there?
No.
Yeah, I think y'all had a conversation afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. But what led up to it? Can you discuss that for me?
First of all, shout out to Royce.
Salute to Royce, man. And let me say this, bro. Royce ain't no joke.
No joke.
Royce is not no motherfucking joke. Royce is a beast. So
he's a beast.
I wasn't expecting what I was expecting, what I got. So, bruh, that took you from here to here for me. I was like, yo, this guy here is monstrous. Yeah. It was vicious, bro. But back to it, man. What led up to it?
So, what led up to it was, RJ and RJ Payne and Ransom, they were saying that they were the best. And
oh yeah, RJ Payne. Shout out to Payne.
And then Royce took offense to it. Like, how y'all the best when I'm still here? And I tried to kind of step in and make sure that it didn't get ridiculous. I just wanted to keep the
peace. Right.
But we started having conversations about the best. And throughout this whole thing, I'm saying that I'm not the best. I don't want to be the best. I have no desire to be the best. I just want to make sure it's healthy competition. And throughout this whole thing, I'm giving Royce his flowers. Lupe was involved with the conversation too. And, even when Lupe was saying, yo, Mickey's better than you, Royce. He can do what you do and do it better. I was like, nah. I was like, I can't. Like, I'm being humble. I'm like, I can't.
Humble, right. I get it.
Because I have so much respect for everybody that we were talking to.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But then, Royce and Lupe went at it lyrically. And he said, Royce said my name twice on the record.
Yeah, I heard that.
I asked him about it on live in front of like 2,500 people that was watching. I was like, yo, was this bar about me? shooting your son with the sun chips? And he was like, no, but you can have it since you think it's about you. Mind you, I'm giving him his flowers. I have so much respect for him. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to do none of that. You know what I mean? But he kept poking the bear. Then Joe Budden got on the live. It jumped from 25 to like 10, 11,000 people. And they started both bombing on me in front of mad people. And I just snapped, bro. Like, I just was like, and he told me, he was like, yo, man, make sure you come back with something that's fire. And he was like, boy, make sure it ain't no Lego raps. And I was like,
bruh,
all right.
It was beyond fire, man. That was, yo, listen, that joint was crazy, man. That joint was crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Salute. One of the illest, yo, that's one of the illest of all time, bro. That joint. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean,
yeah, but yeah, like I said, I didn't hear a rebuttal to that one.
I was waiting for one.
Yeah, I was kind of too, because Royce is not known to, he's known to, come back.
He's known to get crazy. So I was
I
was excited. I was like, okay, you gonna drop?
But I mean, going back to what RJ Payne said, and like me and Mad Skills was saying on the other episode, like, I don't understand how any rapper shouldn't feel like
they're the best.
They're the greatest. Every MC should feel like they're the greatest.
Right.
So any rapper in the room says that around me or whatever, yeah, you're supposed to feel like that. I wouldn't take offense to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. But that's the thing. I used to feel like that. I had a big chip on my shoulder, around 2014, 2015, 2016. And I wanted to prove that I was the best. And, I got to a point where it was like, what is that going to do? What does that do for me? Because I'm going to have to try and maintain this moniker. And I don't know if I want to continue to do that. So I was like, I'd rather have other people feel that I'm the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's always better when somebody else say it.
So that's why I don't have that confidence anymore. Like it's more about if I'm in a room full of MCs and somebody say they're the best, I'm like, okay, like, all right, cool.
Right.
I'm not gonna jump up and say, nah.
You don't got nothing. You don't feel the need to prove anything. I mean, I guess too. After you laid so much groundwork and done so much and did so much and proved so much, why would you feel like you need to prove anything else? I think everybody who knows your name knows, Mickey ain't no joke. Man.
Yeah, they know that's there it is. They know I'm not the one to play with. So
right, exactly.
I don't have to say it anymore.
So you don't have to walk around beating your chest. I get it. I understand.
I don't gotta say it anymore. I did, I had to put,
no, and that's facts. Yeah, it's like no different from a Rakim or a Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to beat their chest about it. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows, right?
Everybody knows, brother.
So when they come to that, people, the other rappers, because we bring rappers to my school.
Mm-hmm.
And when I bring them to the school and I give them their flowers before they even start, they're like, wait, but Mickey, he's the guy. He's
right. Yeah.
He's our favorite. Like
facts.
And to me, that just lets me know I don't really have to kind of, like you said, beat my chest anymore.
Yeah.
I just, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's facts, man. But you done, man, listen, you done laid enough groundwork that cats know. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, getting back to the pen, like, when you work with Drake, you work with Kanye, Lupe, a lot of greats, man. A lot of different styles.
Yep.
How was working with them? How did working with them improve your pen, or did it affect your writing process, or did you get something from working with them? You know what I mean?
I think that, working with different MCs, again, it depends on the era. Like when I first came into the game, I was literally trying to take everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to take everybody out. Whoever wanted to get on a record with me, I'm putting you down.
Right.
Around 2015, 2016, it was more so about, making it healthy competition with the people that I was rhyming with. So like a Styles P, Pharoah Monch, Royce, Lupe, Daylight, Graph, like it was more about just, you know, making sure that it was healthy competition, and if they knew that I was gonna be the guy that was gonna say, yeah, I had a better verse than you on the record.
Right.
Nowadays, I'm more about enhancing the record. So like I just want to make sure the record sounds as good as possible and as palatable as possible. So I'm not trying to take over a record unless the person asks for that.
Like you want to make the
song
better, it's about the song.
It's about the song. So like I do get requests though. There's sometimes where guys be like, "Oh, kill me on the record," and or give me that. They be like, "Yo, give me that Rafe," and I be like,
yo, I'm telling you, bro.
And I'll be like, listen, I have to preface it like, are you guys sure? Like, you guys sure this is what y'all want? Because once I take it there, it's gonna be hard for you to try to have a better verse.
Right.
And you know, every time they ask for that and I give them that, it's a massacre. It's literally a massacre.
It become the Mickey show.
Yes. You know, so I try to temper expectations when I'm on a feature. I just want to make the record better.
Yeah, I get that.
If it's somebody that I like, there's people that ask to do a feature with me, and they be nice. So it's like if they had an 8, I'm like, all right, let me pull up and be an 8.3, just so they know, like, I could do this at your level. And then, but then if they ask for that rate, then they got to get a 10.
Yeah, they're going to get it. It's going to be a punishment. Yeah, man. Listen. Facts. Yo, let me ask, getting back to diss records, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to diss records, do you think that there's a such thing as going too far in a diss record?
Yes, I do. I think that, you know, kids should be off limits. I think that, you know, people that have passed away should be off limits. Depending on your relationship with a person, you know, women, your significant other should be off limits.
Right.
You know, a person's, you know, religious background and things that, you know, can cause any kind of contention should be off limits. That's why when you hear, you know, not have to go back to Rafe, but when you hear Rafe, just dissing his lyricism.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it was done, immaculately, bro. I mean, and that's why I was like, yo, he really could have. He could have.
They could have got nasty.
You know what I'm saying? But he did. He kept it professional, but it was still a massacre. Like, now let me ask you, like, as an MC, you know, sometimes we'll say random bars, not really specifically designed for a particular person,
right?
But you just talking your shit,
right?
Have you ever did a verse or been on a song and said something that somebody else might have thought you were talking about them and they approached you about it?
Yeah, that's happened.
Really?
Yeah, that's happened before.
We ain't got to say no names, man, but I mean,
it's
you
can
before. If you want. It's up to you.
I mean, it's happened before with Charles Hamilton and Wale. Like, they thought that I was talking about them on some things, but I wasn't. Like, I'm a person that if I have an issue with somebody lyrically, I'm gonna say their name because let's just do this.
That's the way I feel. I don't like subliminals, man. Yo, come out the gate, say the name, let's get to it.
Chest. Let it say it with your chest, gang.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm coming outside to say your name, and so that everybody know what's up, and what are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
That's right there. That's it, man.
Wow.
That's dope, man. Yo, so what's next for you, brother?
Oh man, I mean, I think it's putting more music out. Obviously, I got so many projects that I'm working on simultaneously. Just trying to get this stuff out, make sure the business is handled right with the people that have worked on it. Then obviously constantly working on the school and getting bigger artists to come to the school so that the name of the school constantly floods the people's consciousness. And you know, live happy.
Well, man, we're gonna do whatever we can on our end to help support. You just shout me out, you hit me up whenever, man. Anything you want me to plug or whatever, you got it. You know,
no,
I
I
already know,
appreciate
man.
that. I love this platform, man, because it really is all about bars. The fact that
It's all about bars, man, and that's what I want to emphasize, man. I love cats like yourself and other MCs that's really sticking to it and keeping lyricism alive, man. Because it's not in the mainstream like it used to be, but
right.
you know, it's still. I think it still has an audience,
It does.
but you know, hell, man, I just appreciate you for everything you do, brother. Keep going, man.
I mean,
And
it
thank
goes
you
back
for
to
joining the platform. I appreciate
absolutely,
you, brother.
absolutely, and it goes back to your joint, right? All about bars.
Yes, sir.
Lyrics matter. Lyrics matter.
Hey, there you go. Hey, that's what's up, brother.
It makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yes, sir. That's what's up, my man. Well, I appreciate you, Mickey, man. Thank you again, brother. Salute.
Salute,
And
brother.
we'll be keeping in touch, man.
Please hit me up.
I
Man.
might hit you up for one of them Rafe bars, man. I don't know, man.
Oh
I don't
man,
know.
just let me know. Let me know, man.
I got you, man.
I
Thanks,
got
dog.
you. All right, bro.
Later.
Peace.
It's all about bars, 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 bars. It's all about bars.